Buenos dias, Gunnerz Collective TV. Back at it, you already know. Like a torta with some bad habits. Bye, bye. Let's get to this intro. Welcome back to Gunnerz Collective TV. And if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure that you do that. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directed in the direction of the dope content that the gun stays kicking. And I highly appreciate the support. Thank you. I'm very humbled by it. So let's talk about socas, right? Haters. Man, what would we do without them? You got to have them, especially on social media. When you don't have hatred, when you don't have your name in everybody's dientes, all up in their dick suckers, right? If you don't have that, then you don't have nada. See, social media is drama. And, you know, I'm one of the most hated individuals on YouTube because people are jealous. Let's just be real. They're jealous. And I don't even know what they're jealous of. I don't have much. You know, I have my freedom. I have my children. I have my health halfway. You know what I'm saying? Without the fucking eye twitching. I have what I have, and I don't boast or brag about it. I just be myself and do me. But I get watched like the feds, man. These motherfuckers are on my every movement. If I do this, they want to do that, right? And I understand. I understand what it's all about. You know, grown men being envious and jealous of other grown men. It's like a disease that plagues their character, taking these bitches of America, right? It's just a trip. You know, the other night, well, I've had, let me explain. Let me clear the air on everything. Since I see all these videos popping up, and I ain't mad at it. Hey, show business. All publicity is good publicity at this point. So it doesn't matter. The haters don't understand. I got the reverse effect, the boomerang on them, the double back. The more they keep speaking on me and talking shit about me, the more I stay winning. Because Drake Day only made Gunnerz pay day for reals. Hey, I should do a whole seminar on how to make money off fucking waffles. How to make money off waffles. The more they speak on me, the more bread I get. You know, my company stays rocking, but I'm going to be honest with you guys and real. You know, that character that I was years ago, talking shit, the back and forth, the drama, that really isn't me. It's not me anymore, man. I can do it with the best of them. I can get my emotions invoked just like anyone else, get angry and upset at the moment, right? It's called get off where you're mad at. At the moment, you can get out of character. But for the most part, man, it takes a lot to get me angry or upset. I get more upset with myself and what I do and falling for the fucking little shenanigans than I do on anyone saying that people can say whatever they want. That's the freedoms and the liberties we have here to express ourselves. You know, NWA said it, express yourself. Do what you're going to do. But just remember, everything that's done in this world, there's repercussions for them actions and for what you say. Case in point, the other day, man, myself and Dubs decided to bring on L from A Prisoner's Awakening. Look, it took years, bro. You finally got your shout out, right? And we decided to bring him on for one of two reasons. And let me explain. We were doing a live. I'm doing my own thing. Not even tripping off him. People are going back and forth. Comadre shit. Stirring the pot. I'm sure they were doing the same thing to him, we were talking shit about him. He was never even mentioned. We're just doing our thing. I didn't even know he was live. I didn't even know that fool still had a YouTube channel or that he existed. The last I remember, he was trying to fucking watch me fucking masturbate in a room. So I didn't want nothing to do with that guy because I don't get down with he has it right here, the GBGs. I don't do that, right? So anyways, Dubs decides to go and see what these people are talking about, because before we're just going to talk shit about someone or do something or say something crazy, you got to see what they're saying, right? You don't want to be the first one to spray paint the wall. You want to be the last one, you know? And he's over there talking about my children, talking about my parenting, talking about things that he doesn't even know about, you know, and just making assumptions and just disrespecting. After all these years, you know, like I said, I forgot about that man. He continues to be jealous, right? And I understand. I'm pretty fly for a brown guy, right? And so whatever's the case, people say, hey, put him on. Against my first instinct was, nah, leave him where he's at in the gutter. But I decided, you know what, let's clear there, because Dubs wanted to clear the air on a few things with him. And so my whole intention was to sit back and not say shit. Let them do them. Let Dubs ask him why all of a sudden he wants to go in on him and talk all this shit, when in the past, man, they used to be cool behind the scenes, man. He just, he just went against his word. I'll just say that. So when that started out, as you can see in the video, man, that watched that video, he came in hot. That fool came in like a heat-seeking missile. And the whole intentions was to get some clout, man. The whole intent, he was pretty shocked he was on here. And he just wanted to, stir the pot. And of course, you got all these haters, all these people that hate me and Dubs, which is a trip, right? They're all defending this guy, and he played them out of pocket, and he did this, and yes, he invoked emotions. Yes, anyone that comes in talking shit and disrespectful, you're going to fight back. You're going to say something back. I'm not the victim here. He's not the victim. There's no victims. We're all a bunch of grown men, and really it looks stupid for everybody. Myself, Dubs, and that fucking Vato included. Because we're grown men with a whole bunch of strange people watching us on a live, talking shit to each other, and half the guys don't even know what the fuck we're talking about. So I said some things that were rather unsavory. He said some things that I didn't like. And, me being the man that I am, a real one, I thought about it later on that night, and I didn't give a fuck about the drama or how he felt or his emotions or his feelings. But I said some things about his family, knowing that he was saying things about my family on his live that, I felt like, hey, he's going to stand by it. He's going to disrespect my children and myself. That's cool. He hates me. He hates me, right? I don't hate that guy. I don't even know that guy. All I know about him, man, is that he came in hot, talking shit, and so he got shit thrown back in his face. There it is. I know he's a dicked up individual that has said some rather wild stuff in the past, and that never goes away. That's forever going to be on YouTube. Forever somewhere there's that video clipped, man, of him saying he wants to teleport into my living room and watch me do some shit. He wants to let me finish. And I guess after I wipe the mecos off, then he wants to fight. I don't know. At that point, I didn't know if he just wanted to observe or be observing. I don't know. That's too wild for me, right? Like I said, man, I never functioned with that G on my arm at all. But that's neither here nor there. I'm here to say, Raza has been fighting enough on YouTube. We've been destroying each other for years now. When's it going to stop? I seen American Cholo, Orale Gil, right? Well, I haven't had nothing bad to say about lately because he's been in his own lane doing his thing. But he decided to jump on and speak on that thing, go out on live and speak on the how Al played us and everything. What these guys are starting to realize is they're doing super selective politicking. Gil from American Cholo will sit there and say, and this is the truth, he'll sit there and say, hey, Gunner and Dubs, this and that. This Vato, man, he played you guys out of pocket. He's real for this and this and that. Meanwhile, that dude's a protective custody SNY dude. Did over 10 years on the SNY, L did. And you're over there back in his play? Wow. Selective politicking at its finest, right? That dude said a whole lot of shit about you in the past, but hey, saying you hate us that much. Any chance you get to throw a rib or a jab, you're going to do that. Now, I don't give a fuck about doing the videos because all content is good content. It's my turn. See, it's my turn. Just like when, what is his name? Blue Devil? Look, I said his name too. Fat Boy. He's been going on every day about it, man. He's all happy. Look, you got punked by the black dude, Whack 100. Oh, power. That's it. Point blank and simple. Everybody's seen it, bro. Not a big issue, not a big deal. We know by now, everyone on YouTube knows you're scared of black men. Everybody knows you'll go in on the raza, you'll treat Southsiders, you'll treat Northerners, especially Northerners, you hate them, right? You'll treat people like shit and talk all about them, but when it comes to black men, you bite your tongue like a motherfucker. Or you only talk about dudes that are incarcerated and can't get to you. So we already know about you, Mr. Boba. We know about you and your hypocritical ways of reporting people on YouTube and doing this and doing that and the little sneaky games you play. Bro, you know you got an issue coming when you get locked up. Stop it, bro. You already know. If you don't, I just told you. Hey, call me wrong after you go to county. Look, here's the truth, the facts. It's just my turn. And I really ain't mad at Blue Devil, Gil, L, none of them guys. And I'll explain to you why I'm not. In fact, I implore you to go support their channels. Go hook that raza up. You know what I'm saying? We only have each other. regardless if you're active, non-active, good, bad, and you hate each other, you don't like each other. At the end of the day, all we have is the channels that we got, and that's it. And I don't hate none of them. I'm on the top of the mountain. I've been that way since I started. Why would I be the hater? Why would I have hatred for a channel that really doesn't affect me besides bringing me more subscribers? Why would I really be upset about it? No, if you talk about my family, if you talk about my inner circle, my friends, certain things, yeah, I'm going to get a little upset, man. I'm going to have something to say. And yes, I'm going to defend and stand my ground. This is a stand your ground gun, right? I'm going to stand my ground like that dude, Carmelo Anthony. I'm going to stand my fucking ground, but I'm not going to instigate. Now, we all do videos of relevant and hot topics. That's the truth, right? Trip out on this. When Blue Devil was in that big old fucking fiasco and bowing down and letting fucking Whack 100 punk him and all that shit, right? You know, at first I was backing his play. I was like, you know what, that's fucked up. Because I know how Whack is. He did the same thing to me. He could evoke emotion. And I thought that the way that Blue Devil carried himself was kind of righteous, and then it got a little wild. Because you don't let a man, no matter how you're trying to be professional and all that fake shit, you don't let a man call you a rata in front of your face or check you and you stumble on your words. You just say, man, what the fuck, bro? Fuck you, right? And handle your business. Especially if you're right there in the same room and they're calling you and your people a rat and you don't do nothing. But that's neither here nor there. That was the talk of the town on YouTube for a minute. Everybody was making videos. I made videos. Doug made videos. You made videos. Everybody made videos. And Blue Devil went through some shit. He got a lot of backlash, a lot of hatred, a lot of whatever, right? I made my videos and that's that. See, I don't go in their lives and troll and do all that weird shit. I'm not into that punk shit, right? I make my video. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Then I bounce. I get my money. I'm out skis. See, I done been real for too long. And the shit gets real, and I understand that. So I cover all my points, right? I'm very aware. So I get the fuck up out the way off the one video, but it was his time. Everybody gets their time. You know, when the Gil shit happened with Whack 100, Whack 100 pulled up to his front door, which he has never done anything or spoken on since. He was getting a lot of hate from the raza, and a lot of people were going in on him. And so now it's my time because this deadbeat motherfucker pulls up. I allow him on my channel, and he got me a little bit out of character. Yeah, I admit it. But he was out of character too. See, this dude hates me for I don't know what. I really don't. Now, I understand now there's been words. And I guess words have pierced his little old bitty heart, right? And he just, I want to fight. But, you know, all these people that, and then I'm going to talk about it. All these people that are like, Gun, you should just fight him, get it over with. You should just fight him and get it over with. You have about as much understanding of why he doesn't like me as I do. Okay? But no one's scared because there was once a chance and an opportunity that there was going to be a boxing thing that, you know, I was asked, would you? And I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'll do it. I'm not tripping. And then they asked him because he was the one pushing the envelope. He was the one that wanted to fight for whatever reason. So I said, all right, fuck it. Let's go. Let's do it. And then all of a sudden it turns into, oh no, I'm going to bring guns. I'll kill this dude. I don't want to just fight him. I want to kill. Like, all right, stop it, bro. Enough's enough. Comadre, fucking drama starter, drama queen. Get out of here, bro. You don't really want to do that. You want to do some other bullshit. So as time progressed and years go by, man, it's like, man, I ain't fighting none of these dudes. If I see them, if it's right there on site, if it's fucking let it be the reason, then of course, man. Of course, you already know what time it is. But as far as going and seeking them and boxing matches and bullshit, nah, man, I ain't doing none of that weird shit, right? Ain't nobody scared. Ain't nobody doing none of that weird shit. Come on, man. How can I be scared of a guy that wanted to watch me jack off? Stop already. Okay? Not never. It never will be, never could be. I wish him and his family the best, ultimately, man. I hope he gets his fucking equilibrium straight, his mind right, and his rather unusual tactics of doing whatever he does. He must see after years that they're not going to work. You're never going to surpass me in views. You're never going to surpass me on subscribers. You're never going to surpass me in life, you know? Never, ever. You can't, L. It just is not going to happen. That doesn't mean you're a bad person and you're not getting yours and you don't have good things, maybe things that I don't have. No, that doesn't mean that. That doesn't mean that I hate you. I don't like you. No, I don't. I don't care either way. Live or die. It's all on you, man. You know, it's just really funny to me, the selective politicking that's going on. These guys all back in his play because they hate myself and Dubs. But bro, this dude's this dude was on SNY yard for fucking 10 years from a protective custody gang called the Green Lighters. Come on, man. He came on YouTube disrespecting Southsiders, if you remember. Then all of a sudden he got into his north-south shit because he seen that's what was working for him. Then he talks about the organizations and disrespect. Come on, man. This dude is Renegade Media before Renegade Media. I want to send a shout out to Renegade Media because he ain't nothing like this dude. At least I can respect the fact that Renegade doesn't fight back, doesn't bite back. He might say a few things behind the scenes. I ain't mad at him. If someone says something ill about him or they feel a certain way, he doesn't make video after video talking shit. I got to respect that, man. Got to respect that. Doesn't mean that I'm on his side or anything, but I respect it. But the selective politicking that's going on is hilarious. Oh, man, this dude L played him. Let me guess, north-south shit with me, huh? Always. Because I was from Northern California, man, they always go in on me. I can't win. Can't win. But it's all right. I'm not going to be the one that you're going to have to be on the yard with that's going to fucking do you dirty or talk shit about your people. It's going to be that guy. You know, so back this play all you want. My thing is this. I'm tired of all the drama and all the bullshit. So if you notice, I just do me and my videos and get out the way. You know, I just wanted to clear the air. I was not even going to say anything to that dude. My whole thing was to ignore him. And then he disrespected my friend. And see, I don't know the way you guys were raised or the way people were raised. This is the way I was raised, right? Right or wrong, I'm rocking with you. If I'm rocking with you, if you're my boy, you're my homie, you're my chick, you're my girlfriend, you're my wife, anything that's close to me in life, friends and family and loved ones, right? If you're any of that, and I don't give a fuck if you're in the wrong, we're rocking. We're going to handle our business, right? And then we'll figure it all out later. Same thing when I was in Northenial, man. Once I hit that yard with the homies, right or wrong, let's get off where we're mad at. Okay, we'll figure everything else out later. That's the way I was taught, man. Since the youth authority to prison, I was taught, and that was, you know, indoctrinated into me that, hey, you rock with your people no matter what, no matter the numbers. I don't give a fuck if there's 2 or 3 of you, and there's fucking 100 Southsiders on the other side yard, or 100 blacks, or 100 whites, or even other Northerners, whatever. Doesn't matter, man. You fucking go with your people. So when I was gonna be quiet on the, you know, the live, because I didn't have much to say. Why are you gonna, you know, why would you even speak to an individual that you know doesn't like you or feel some type of way, or is all fucking mixed up and is weird, right? Is on heroin, all kinds of crazy shit. What I'm gonna do is just ignore him. But when he started to disrespect my friend that I know and lying, and I know that they used to have conversations in the background of IG, I know that he used to fucking say, oh, man, I respect you, bro. It's not you, man. It's Gunner. I don't like Gunner. What changed? When he asked him, when Dubs asked that dude, hey, what's the issue, bro? We were cool. What happened? You know, why are you calling me a bitch and a punk and that? Because you are one. When he said that, that's when I jumped in like, bro, stop it. Because all that trying to play tough guy, you're not tough. You're not only to your wife are you tough. And I'm not talking about his wife. I'm saying only to his wife is he a tough guy. You know, you could talk all that rah-rah shit on YouTube and the internet, man, but everybody knows. That's why I don't talk all that rah-rah shit on the internet, because I'm not a tough guy. Never portrayed to be a tough guy. I'm just a handle your business guy. You know, if you see me and you're mad at me and you want to fight or do that, then I have to handle my business. I don't want to go out seeking validation or seeking more enemies or anything. You know, what I do on YouTube, and I'm going to stand on that. That's why I'm respectful towards everybody. But there's guys that are very fucking jealous of me, because ever since I came into YouTube, I got the crown, right on top of my head, and people enjoy my content. Go get you some. Go get you some charisma, some talent, some comedic flavor. Go get you something. Then come back to the plate and gain subscribers off your own merits, off your own videos, off your own content, rather than utilizing my name or Dub's names or other people's names to do it. Have I done it in the past? Not utilize people's names, but yeah, I've spoken on certain situations. I think I've earned my place at the table now as being one of the fucking raza on the forefront of this YouTube shit to speak on what the fuck I want to speak on. Now, of course, there's certain things and organizations and groups I choose not to, out of respect and out of fucking it's none of my business. But there's some things that probably still is none of my business that I'm going to talk about. It just is what it is. I wanted to clear the air. You got to understand what people are trying to do. They stir the pot. They see me and Dubs winning. They see us we have a friendship, man. We're cool with people. We get all kinds of hatred. But that's just going to be what dudes do. They hate to see real ones do real shit. You know, and it doesn't matter about your status and who's active and who's not active. And we are on the streets. None of that fucking shit matters. Gangs and all that drama only make up 1% of the bullshit. You don't see no, man, I cruise around all day long and barely see a gang member. When I do, usually they're out on the fucking streets trying to get some money or doing their own thing. They ain't tripping. You know, and every once in a while when they are tripping, then I'm tripping. And that's just how it is. Anyways, I wanted to say this. The selective politicking, if you don't see through the bullshit and recognize it, then I don't know what to tell you, man. But all these guys all of a sudden make a video. I seen this dude, Chill, 16 to Life. Good brother right there, man. Had conversations with him. I got his phone number. He has my phone number. You know, I don't know what's going on, but Chill made a video, and I understand why he was making the video. It's a hot topic. He's going to put his fucking 2 cents. I could have been mad like, oh, he's disrespecting. He's trying to clown. He's taking little shots. But no, I understand, man. The man has a channel. He's just trying to get his views. So I tell everyone, man, hey, go ahead, get yours. If you want to use my name, I'm not going to report you. I'm not going to do that. You can talk all the shit you want. Just don't play the victim when I clap back. Because believe me, this shit's about to go down. The gun. Bang, bang.